It didn't say memory full.
No.
Okay. Start another one. Okay. So this is the second half of the video. So this is finishing the other side, and then we'll use the hair dryer to finish getting these decals down, set down really nicely. Okay, so again, I'm going to look from the top, and I'm just looking straight down on this, and I want to start really close to the fin, and I want to be about the same. I mean, nobody's ever going to measure this, and nobody's really looking at both sides at the same time, so don't get too stressed out about it. Stripe on. Again, I'm looking down from the top. Yeah, pretty closely lined up with the other one. Yeah, when you peel this, especially when you're peeling over the hinge tape, the trim vinyl doesn't stick particularly well when it's before it's heated to the vinyl, to the the plastic blender and hinge tape. So you want to be careful as you're rolling the backing sheet off that you're not just pulling it straight off of there. Okay, so that part's done there. Okay, now I'm not 100% happy with this middle one. I kind of did a crappy job. Okay, so I'm going to re-put this on. This is a little harder. It's not really supported very well. Now you could put this back onto the transfer paper, probably the smarter thing to do. Okay. Feel better about that? Okay, so now we just have the big stripe on this side. Okay, so again, now you want the bottom of the door just above the wing. And I'm looking to align the little wing thingy on it, so that's approximately the same. Okay, so now I'm looking at the side. I'm looking at the spacing here to the wing to see, does that look about right, and kind of comparing with the other side. Now the other side, this door was a little bit lower, so I think what I'm going to do before I stick that down is I'm going to take my X-Acto and cut the two doors off. And I'm going to reverse them so that the tall part of the door is going to be above the line and the short part of the door is below it. And I may talk to Mark and see if he can adjust that on the next set of decals. Okay, so I just cut the door off so we don't have to worry about the door. And so I'm going to sit this again, we'll get that aligned about right, and I'm going to get it a little closer to the wing so that the lettering isn't up so high. So I'm going to compare with that side and this side. I think that's pretty close. I've got maybe a 3/8 inch. It's pretty close to 3/8 of an inch. I'm looking there and there, and from the end, I'm going to push that down. Then again, I'm going from the end. Make sure you don't take the nice little pointy thing with it. Okay. Now the other option is you could put this stripe further forward so that the door hangs down not over the wing. I didn't do that. Okay, so I'm going to take the bottom half of the door now and I can see where the little stubs were where I took what used to be the long half of the door, and I'm just going to stick it back. Put the bottom part of the door there. And my dynasoar was here, so I'm going to put that decal here first. So sitting right about here. So our door sticker will go over the dynasoar label a little bit, but I think that will be okay. Okay, I'll take our door sticker. And put that back over where the mark was. Good as new. There we go, new. Okay, I'm gonna look here. My end number was right underneath at the tip. And maybe an 1/8 inch underneath it. So you really just want it straight. Okay. All right, I just have the orbital transport lines decal. Okay, for this one I'm going to look over here on the other side and say, okay, where did it start? It started about there. Again, I've cut just about a 16th, maybe a little less on the bottom, a 32nd, nice and straight with the writing, so I can lay this right on the top line of the red stripe, the transfer paper, I mean. And pull that off. And again, you're rolling straight back while pushing down with your thumb. You can see I keep moving my thumb so that I'm directly over the letters that I'm revealing. Okay, so now I got my hairdryer on warm. And so you don't want to melt anything, you just want to get it kind of warm, maybe almost too hot, a little bit too warm to the touch. And I'm just going, and when I rub here, I'm very careful that I'm not peeling the lettering off. It's not so critical on the cardboard because it'll stick to the cardboard pretty well. I'm just kind of softening. If you go over any lines or joints, you can kind of push the marking into the joint and it'll look just like it's painted. And once this stuff sits for a couple of days and after you've heated it, you'll actually peel the paper covering from the cardboard if you try to remove it. It sits down pretty well. I've never had this stuff ever just peel off on its own. So same thing here. Again, you don't want to heat so much that you're warping the foam or going to damage it. Again, real careful on these thin lines where you're just pushing straight down and you don't drag it and actually roll it up into a little ball. I've had that happen. Okay, so now we're getting to the wing. So I'm going to place it here where it's supported a little bit and warm that up so I can push a little harder. Just rub my hand and make sure it's pushed down really nice. Have somebody help you if you need to, because you don't want to drop it and break the wing or the vertical stab or something. Okay, I'm going to film a little handout here. And this is where you'll really be able to see it. So I'm going to heat up the red and the writing here. And we'll do kind of a close-up when I'm done so you can kind of see what it looks like. So now I'm just rubbing my hand across from one end to the other. It's getting kind of too hot to touch, and so I back off a little bit. And I rub down the big colored areas I don't know, can you see where can you get a reflection of the Olivia? And you can kind of see the pattern of the foam that's down, it's really down into the surface of the foam. Okay, so let's turn it over here. Use my hip to hold it. And again, real careful on the letters, because the letters get soft, and if you catch the edge with your finger, you can curl those up into a little wadded up ball really easily, so you just want to make sure you're pushing down. So, I don't know if you could hear me at all, but that's it. Didn't take too long, fairly straightforward. They look great. Mark does a really good job with the cut vinyl. I like the cut vinyl better than the printed because there's no background material like you see on the printed sticker here. This isn't too visible because the background color is pretty close, but the cut vinyl, when it's down on this foam, it really looks like it's painted, and it looks pretty good. So hopefully that was helpful. Thanks very much.